Hey everyone, my name is Shauna, and welcome to the 10th figure review on my channel. And if I'm being honest, I didn't think I'd make it this far. I kinda started this on a whim, but I'm glad I've kept it up. If you found me through these review videos and subscribed, thank you very much. But I've betrayed you. Although I'm sure most of you don't care. Because today we're looking at the Pop-Up Parade Dark Magician Girl by Max Factory from the anime Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. I am a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And still play it today. However, I don't really play the new formats, and I'm currently collecting at least one of every card from the first 9 packs. Might do a video on it soon. I know I promised the Arcana Dea Lumitea model kit review, but I've never done a model kit review, and I didn't realize how much more work is needed for that kind of review, rather than a simple scale figure. So I'm making a quick video of our beloved Yu-Gi-Oh! Mascot so I don't go too long without a video entirely. I got her from Tokyo Otaku Mode for a total of $59 US including shipping. Her base price was $40, so I do feel I got a little ripped off with that shipping cost considering how light and small she is. But if you ship overseas, the minimum you usually pay for shipping is $10 to $15 minimum. It's usually in the 20s. So keep that in mind. You can still get her at the Big Bad Toy Store with a flat rate of $4 shipping. Man, I wish I saw that before getting mine. Formalities aside, let's take a look at the girl who is so highly sought after in the relatively new pack, Ghosts from the Past, The Second Hunting, and is currently the most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh! Card from the original line of packs. Disclaimer, this figure of Dark Magician Girl reflects her original design from Japan and not the edited one you see in the dub or on English printed cards. Her breasts are much larger, and a pentagram is present on her chest jewel rather than the large gemstone. The box is the same basic plastic kind universally used for essentially every Pop-Up Parade figure I've ever seen. Really nothing great about it other than a safe home for your figure till she's on your shelf. And I personally don't really like these kinds of boxes, but can't deny they're effective and most likely cheap, which helps keep the cost down on the actual figure herself. The figure looks great at a relative distance, which in my opinion is how figures should be viewed. Unless your room is very small and tight, your figures are most likely going to be viewed from at least a foot or more away. And one thing they do very well with the Pop-Up Parade line is their ability to make a cheap figure that passes the over 1 foot away test. But if you get any closer, it all starts to fall apart as you notice these small imperfections that really ruin your up-close and personal experience. So I will now bring her closer to the camera so you can see for yourself. Let's start at the head and work our way down. Yeah, let's just get it out of the way. She looks very plasticky and kinda cheap. There are a lot of imperfections, but you're going to have to let that go. I am being 100% honest when I say it all disappears when you take a few steps back, in my opinion. Which also I do wear glasses, so my vision isn't the best to begin with. Her face is actually exceptionally done for a small figure. Usually one of the weakest points on a figure so small is the face, but hers looks great. You can see the imperfection on the jewel around her neck, but again, it's unnoticeable from far away. Her chest is certainly well defined, and the pentagram is sharp and clear. However, the area around it, well, you can see for yourself. I'm going to forego pointing out any more imperfections as there would be too many to bother with. I'll let the music play and show a bunch more angles before I talk more about her legs and the staff. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that, cause now we move on to the one issue I had with this figure. It is user error in the end, but I'm still a bit disappointed. If you look here at her thigh, you can see blue paint that transferred from the staff. Yes, the staff is a separate accessory and you can pose her with or without it. Maybe I'm just frustrated at my shaky hands that make it hard for even me to get good handheld camera footage of these figures. If they're going to force me to shove this thick rod between her legs, one that is so thick she could barely grasp it to begin with, it was inevitable that it would hit up against her thigh, right? Maybe I am just trying to defend my lack of skill, but I was pretty upset that the paint chipped and transferred to her thigh so easily. And here is the lowest angle for those of you who wish to see it. I like the base and the little swoop of plastic that holds her in the air. The hexagonal base is pretty standard for all pop-ups I see at my local store, which holds a ton of them. I think the color suits her and it all gets put together very firmly. She won't be falling over anytime soon. Here she is next to my two other Yu-Gi-Oh figures from way back when I was a kid, so these are honestly more like toys than anything else. Obviously not to scale, so let's move on. Next, we've got the 1/4 scale Harui Bunny version by Free, the 1/7 scale Uraka Takemoto by Fat, review coming soonish, Pop-Up Parade Dark Magician, no right, Pop-Up Parade Claire Aoki from Gluttonier, my only other Pop-Up Parade figure that honestly isn't very good. But she's the only fig of Claire out there. Review coming only if you want me to explain why she's so meh. The Nendoroid Yang Guifei, review also on my channel, and her Yu-Gi-Oh card. Obviously not the original card, as it is a minimum of $100 even for a damaged version, 200 plus in your mint. I recommend her. If you do buy her, pay attention to the title of the figure you're getting. There are two versions on the market. One is an alternate paint version to fit the original illustration of her by the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh himself, Kazuki Takahashi. Rest in peace, my dude. While mine is more anime accurate. I will display the two next to each other so you can see the differences and decide on which one you want to get for yourself. If the little paint imperfections really bother you and you think you can do better, then you can pick up the model kit by Kotobukiya. The plastic does come pre-colored so you don't have to worry about painting her though. Or this oddly looking one that is still available on Soliders Japan. I cannot attest to the quality of it, just making you aware of your choices. Or if you're even more dedicated to collecting only scale figures than I am, you can invest in this stupidly expensive one also available on Soliders Japan. I personally really do want this one, but geez, that price is double the original if I remember it correctly. She is super cute to have on your shelf as an homage to your childhood or just because you like her design. Yu-Gi-Oh was the first anime I ever watched way back when I was a kid and didn't even know what anime was. Pokemon was my second, Blue Dragon was my third, and then School Rumble when I got much older and knew what anime was and wanted to try it out. Pointless facts about me aside, I definitely recommend her to all the Dark Magician Girl fans out there. Let's hope we at least get one more proper full-scale figure release of her. My next review will either be of Arcana Dea Lumitea or a double review of the duo swimsuit Shamiko and Momo from the Demon Girl Next Door. I already have Shamiko and Momo should be here soon, but we'll see. Oh, and what if I played Yu-Gi-Oh video games on my channel? I've been thinking about doing a series of blind playthroughs of the old Yu-Gi-Oh games, starting with Forbidden Memories, but since I kinda started off on this figure review channel thing, I don't know if I should veer off from it. Let me know what you think in a comment. I might release one episode just to see how it does. Anyways, good luck on all your figure collecting adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!